Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Marcus Peter. I'm blessed to be joined by someone who's a longtime friend, Rusty Chavey. He runs Emmaus Health out here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and of course Arbor Woman Health. And we're talking specifically about Flourish 2026. This is a gala fundraiser dinner on September the 10th, 5:30 p.m. Ave Maria Mutual Funds is one of the presenters, the presenting sponsor of the event. It's going to take place at St. John's Resort and Garden Pavilion in Plymouth, Michigan, St. John's Resort Garden Pavilion. And Rusty, thank you for joining us. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very well, Marcus. Thank you very much, and thank you for having us.
Oh, very glad to have you here. I want to ask you to just share with all of our listeners about Emmaus Health and Arbor Woman and the mission of both these organizations.
Yeah, so we're one organization called Emmaus Health Partners. We started off as Emmaus Health, started off as a primary care and mental health clinic, trying to instill Catholic principles into what we do. And what I tell my patients when I see them is this interface between faith and medicine is built on our belief that every patient is made in the image and likeness of God. We want to be intentional in integrating that. And so from 2014 until 2019, that's what we were and who we were. In 2019, we merged with a pregnancy resource center that was Arbor Woman, and also with an OB-GYN practice, Dr. Phil Fleming's Caritas Center, in an effort to make the pregnancy resource services more expansive and more medical. So Arbor Woman became Arbor Woman Health underneath the umbrella of Emmaus Health Partners. And so if we are seeing a woman who is in crisis, a woman who has a pregnancy that was unexpected and she's trying to figure out what to do, not only can we provide those emergency services, but if she chooses life, we can walk with her along the way. We can walk with her through her prenatal care. We can walk through her postpartum period. We can take care of her child. If the father's involved, we can also take care of him. So we really tried to make that service more robust. At the same time, there's a term that I use. I call it the social determinants of abortion. Mm-hmm. People have heard the term social determinants of health. We know there are things that are going to make a woman more likely to choose abortion if she gets pregnant. We want to establish relationships upstream. Mm-hmm. So perhaps a woman doesn't even get into that situation. That's a win as opposed to talking her off the ledge. Or if she does end up with a pregnancy that's unplanned, that she doesn't have to Google someplace to go or call Planned Parenthood. She can go to a place that she knows. And so that's our goal, is that over time we develop a vast array of these relationships upstream so that we can have a more profound impact.
And this gala, Flourish Gala, is one of the ways in which you raise funds annually for the work that Arbor Woman Health does.
Yes, a lot of the work that we do for free. Obviously, we're a medical office and we bill insurance for some of what we do. But we can't bill some women for a service and not bill others. So the work that we do for women who come in with a pregnancy and they're trying to figure out what to do, all of that work is done for free. And plus, as we want to walk with women along the way, there are other services that we may need to provide. So we can cover the cost of labs that need to be done while a woman is trying to make her decision. We cover the cost of the ultrasound. We cover the cost of the counseling. We're going to walk with her. And we're going to walk with her if she chooses life. We're going to walk with her if she chooses an alternative to that. We're still going to be there with her, and a lot of those services are services that we can't and would not bill insurance for.
And share with us then this year's event. So our mutual acquaintance, Dr. Kristin Collier, is going to be one of the people there. Share with us about the keynote she's going to be sharing, but also the award this year.
Yes, so Kristin Collier is both a friend and a colleague. I think many of your listeners may have heard of her and may have even heard her on your show. Yep. And she was an unfortunate recipient of notoriety several years ago when she was giving a talk at the University of Michigan and some of the students got up and walked out. Her talk was not on a pro-life topic, but they walked out simply because she was pro-life. And so she is going to speak. Interestingly, as a follow-up to that, some of the students who walked out have come back to her and apologized. and said, this was sort of a peer pressure type of thing, but they felt badly about what they've done. And so they've come back and apologized to her. So she'll be talking about life. And when she does so in a very deep and profound way. She's a very, very deep thinker. We also are very honored to be able to honor Tom Monahan. Obviously, his contributions to the pro-life cause and the Catholic causes are legendary. Every one of your listeners, I'm sure, is aware of that. But so we're so pleased that he agreed to be honored by us for his pro-life work. We have an award, the Haley Elizabeth Shaw Award, that we've given out for several years. And so Tom has graciously agreed to accept this award.
Well, I remember last year's recipients as well. They felt deeply honored to be receiving the award. This was Monica and Edmund Miller. Share with us about this development that I was just made aware of Kevin Cole, the pianist, and the song that he's written specifically for this event.
Yeah, this is also an amazing gift from God. So Kevin Cole is a world-renowned pianist. He is I think the world's expert on Gershwin. One thing I didn't realize is that like athletes have shoe contracts, pianists have piano contracts, and so he's tied in with Steinway and so forth. So anyway, world-renowned pianist, but also a Catholic who for whom this cause is quite important to him. So he's actually writing a piece that will be performed at the event. It will be a piece about the sanctity of life. So he will write and perform this piece along with a vocalist from the University of Michigan whose name is Bennett Smith.
And this, of course, is going to be debuted at the gala itself.
Yes, and I'm actually anxious to hear it. I haven't heard it yet, so I'm very anxious to hear what they come up with.
Well, once again, we just want to inform everyone, Flourish 2026. This is a gala dinner put out by Arbor Woman Health and Emmaus Health Partners. This is going to be taking place at St. John's Resort in Plymouth, Michigan, September the 10th at 5:30 p.m. Now, Rusty, for people who are interested to find out about the event and most of all to procure tickets to be a part of the event, how can they do that?
So they can go to our website at emmaushealthpartners.org. So it's Emmaus, as in the story in Luke, EMMAUS, emmaushealthpartners.org. And there'll be a link there, or they could go to emmaushealthpartners.org/Arbor Woman. And
you're still accepting sponsors for whole tables as well, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So a table for 10 goes for $18.50. Tickets are $200 a piece. But please do be a part of this event. Again, September the 10th at 5:30 p.m. at St. John's Resort in Plymouth, Michigan. Now, as a kind of final exhortation to everyone listening right now, Rusty, I want to invite you to speak to the hearts of all of our listeners that the work that Emmaus Health Partners, and through Arbor Woman Health especially, is doing is not only pivotal for the gospel of life, it's also distinct, it's unique. The Catholic Church and Catholic apostles are the only ones that are providing this kind of a service to meet the needs of these lives.
Yeah, there are other clinics like ours around the country, but there is no one else locally or regionally who's doing, what we're doing in this way. And we hope that it is transformative. I mean, I'm a primary care physician at heart, and I've said before, we don't just take care of heart attacks in the ICU. We try and work upstream and manage that. We're applying those same principles here. We really want this to be, the other side would say abortion is healthcare. I would say pro-life is healthcare. And the life-affirming principles that we try to integrate into what we do, that is healthcare.
Yeah. I'm talking about Dr. Rusty Chavey. He runs Emmaus Health Partners, and particularly we're focusing on Arbor Woman Health, which provides mothers in crisis pregnancy situations and pregnancy in general. Provides a whole host of OBGYN and pregnancy services for mothers here in the Ann Arbor area. And they're hosting the Flourish 2026 Fundraiser Gala, celebrating life, dignity, and compassionate care. September the 10th, 5:30 p.m. at St. John's Resort in Plymouth, Michigan. All of this information is going to be listed on not only Ave Maria Radio's website, but on the description of today's program. We look forward to seeing you there. Stay tuned. I'm Marcus Peter.